Detroit was built by the hardworking hands of bricklayers, ironworkers, plumbers, electricians, carpenters, the list continues. But as college gets more expensive and more tradespeople will retire, we've hit kind of a turning point. That's why here at Local 4, we've launched Trade Up. This is a statewide effort to highlight the hardworking tradespeople of Detroit and show opportunities in these really great careers. One local company is leading the way. That's CNC Heating and Air Conditioning. They're showing why skilled trades matter and making a big push to bring more women and young people into the field. Here's Kimberly Gill.
I get two reactions. I get one where it's, oh my gosh, you're a woman, that's just awesome. And one's like, oh my gosh, you're a woman.
At just 20 years old, Kelly Tran is already making service calls, solving real-world problems, and building a future for herself, one heating system at a time.
I just love what I do.
Kelly is a technician at CNC Heating and Air Conditioning in Roseville. She's been on the job for just a year, but the story of how she got here starts much earlier in 2020 when her family's furnace failed, leaking carbon monoxide.
If my mother didn't shut off the furnace or tell my dad to shut off the furnace, I wouldn't be here today.
That dangerous day planted a seed, and now with training and passion, Kelly is turning it into purpose, doing the very work that once saved her life.
I'm checking your heat exchanger, making sure those aren't cracked or anything. We're taking temperature differential, and that allows me to see how much heat your furnace is producing.
As part of our Trade Up series, we're profiling people like Kelly to challenge outdated ideas that college is the best way forward.
So my original thought was dermatology. And then 2 weeks before we could put in our applications for our colleges, I completely lost that passion.
Kelly isn't the only one finding her calling in the trades. 28-year-old Nicholas Schultz was in college studying finance when he decided to switch career paths.
I just couldn't sit in a chair for 8 hours and stare at a screen and answer phone calls for the rest of my life.
Nick enrolled in trade school and never looked back. Now he's thriving as a technician, proud to be learning fast, earning good money, and staying ahead of the curve.
A lot of people that went to college, tough finding jobs. A lot of them aren't even using the degree that they got.
CNC Heating and Air Conditioning is investing in young workers with or without experience, offering real opportunities to grow.
We take pride in bringing in younger staff to come in and create a career for them. So it's not just a job, it's a career. We're looking at these as an investment long term. So what they're doing is creating sheet metal for our installation jobs.
Dana Huddle is a third-generation owner.
We do have to special make it. We offer multiple options. We bring in people, straight from trade school, and we have people that come in with no experience at all, and we can train them to provide them a career.
Her granddad and great-uncle started CNC nearly 8 decades ago.
AI is not going to replace the trades. You're always going to need people that can go into people's homes and service their furnaces, their air conditioners, hot water tanks, their plumbing, their electrical. All the skilled trades are, recession-proof.
Kelly and Nick both say the work isn't just rewarding, it's empowering.
What do you see yourself in 5 years?
I'll probably be like their first woman senior tech or something like that. That's what I'm shooting for.
I don't know, she might take your job.
I can believe it. She's a tough cookie.
This is Dana Huddle, the general manager of CNC Heating and Air Conditioning. And thank you for joining us here in studio. I wanted to talk more about this because for so long, our generation, when we were in school, we were told college is next.
Oh, yeah.
Like there wasn't even a discussion about anything else. Like you had to go to college.
Yep.
Obviously has changed, but
Yeah.
it needs to change, right? I mean, you need workers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, right now, baby boomers are retiring. 5 baby boomers for 2 people coming into the trade.
Right.
So we can't sustain that. So really what you guys are doing, the education that we're providing, the exposure for the trades to bring in this next generation and provide them careers and opportunities is what we need to do.
Right. I mean, obviously, not to make this sound bad, but there's a little selfish incentive for you because you get great workers out of it. You know
yeah.
the type of worker you get when they go through a program like
Yep.
yours. But across the board, whether it's HVAC or plumbing or electricians, we need all of these people,
Yes,
don't we?
yeah. It would continue sustain our economy and and provide services for everyone's homes. We need to do this.
So if I am a high school student and I'm thinking maybe a trade is for me, what would be a step? What if I wanted to come learn from you? What do I do?
Sure. So there's, multiple programs throughout. Community colleges offer Northwestern Technical, MIAT, and Canton. They all provide trades programs that you can look into. We also provide in-house training for people coming into the trade. So you don't necessarily need to go to that trade school. You can come in and work for us. Pretty much go through an apprenticeship program, and you can decide what path you want to go to. Do you want to do installation, service? There's multiple opportunities for.
So they've got options. They can come and learn something they actually are interested in.
Absolutely, and work with their hands. A lot of people, schooling is just not for them, and it's kind of scary thinking about going to school. And
Right.
Some people are better at working their hands, and this gives them the opportunity to do so.
And again, when we were in high school, there was such a stigma about blue collar jobs.
yeah.
Do you think that's gone away now, or is it still there a little?
It's still there, but I think with the education that a lot have provided, a lot of social media has provided education to people about the opportunity in the trades.
Sure.
And with that, people are losing that stigma that we previously had.
Right. Especially because we need them.
Yes, exactly. Yes, absolutely.
I know we can't go. It's different for everybody. But how much can I make? And I know this is a difficult question, but I can make a decent amount of money.
Oh
right?
yeah, people are making upwards over 6 figures. So there's a huge opportunity in the trades if you can communicate with customers, and you can become that senior technician that can do lots of repairs. There's a lot of opportunity.
These are over 6-figure jobs.
They can go up to 6 figures.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, Dana, thank you so much for your time this morning. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for training people.
And continue to do what you guys are doing. It's a great thing.
We're trying. We need those people.
Yes.
I can't get under my sink and fix it. I don't know how. All right, Dana, thank you so much.